The minority caucus in the House of Representatives has faulted the claim by President Muhammadu Buhari at the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly that terrorists have been so weakened in Nigeria that they are now preying on soft targets. The caucus, in a statement by its leader, Honorable Ndudi Elumelu, said it has reviewed Buhari's United Nations General Assembly address and is depressed that it did not reflect the ugly reality of the failures of his administration as well as the economic, security, and social ruins that have confronted the nation under his watch. According to the lawmakers, in reality, insurgents have become so emboldened under Buhari's watch that they are now attacking military formations, kidnapping and killing gallant officers while overrunning communities and murdering citizens without restraint. The caucus holds that Buhari's speech is a great disservice to the nation by not presenting the true picture of affairs in the country. The human rights violations, corruption, incompetence in his administration, the excruciating hardship, escalated insecurity, national divisiveness, and infrastructural decay under his watch, thereby blocking avenues for desired intervention in various ailing sectors. It also expressed shock over claims in the speech that his administration built isolation centers and emergency hospital wards all over the country in the fight against COVID-19. The lawmaker opined that the speech lacked definite personal commitment towards credible electoral process, especially as the nation approaches the 2023 general election. The lawmaker said the speech did not reflect on the closure of schools and crippling of education in many parts of our country, where normal life has been destroyed by terrorists. Neither did it show any empathy towards the victims of terrorism attacks. Our caucus is worried that in reflecting on violent conflicts, Mr. President's address conveyed no personal commitment that can guarantee an end to poor and undemocratic governance, human rights abuses, poverty, ignorance, injustice, and inequalities that are prevalent under his watch, even after identifying such as the causes of conflict. Moreover, our caucus is worried that Mr. President's speech did not portray any divisive roadmap towards economic recovery and food security, had no personal commitment to end corruption in his administration, had no personal commitment to end borrowing, or show a clear-cut plan to repay the huge debt being accumulated by his administration. The caucus therefore urged Buhari to always cross-check the content given to him by his handlers so as to ensure that his position, especially on the world stage, captures the reality as well as aspirations prevalent in the country. This, according to the lawmakers, is because such addresses ought to serve as unblemished working document for interventions and solutions at various levels of governance. After Buhari's speech, Nigerians were left amazed and surprised with all the things President Muhammadu Buhari said from the beginning of the speech to the end. They were all filled with lies, claiming that Boko Haram, they are surrendering willingly. They are now preying on soft targets. Really, President Muhammadu Buhari is truly unbelievable because, presenting Nigeria in that light to the international community, we can't get any help. There's no help coming. So, in other words, he's just closing up every avenue. That is why this protest is still going on in the United States. That is why Nigerians have been raising their voice um, against Buhari's government, against his government. We know just yesterday, Nigerians were protesting. They took over Nigerian House in the United States in New York, but police were called to come and take over the situation. But Nigerians are frustrated because everything Buhari presented at that UN 76th, the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly, they were all false, all of them. The state of the state of insecurity in the country is not like before, where it's just the masses who are target right now. Emirs, top politicians, they target every and anyone. See NDA's attack, and Buhari stating that Boko Haram, they are only just preying on soft targets as they've been so weakened. The House of Minority Caucus, they are just faulting all of his statement right now that why not present Nigeria the way it is. You didn't talk about the closure of schools, all because of kidnapping, frequent kidnapping. And he went on to state that during the pandemic that they built hospitals. This man is truly unbelievable. He built hospitals where the emergency center, emergency hospitals, isolation centers were built all over the country in the fight against COVID-19. This speech proves that Buhari does not have any interest. He doesn't have sympathy for the country with all that the country is going through. The economy of the country is downwards. Everything he presented there, he didn't even talk about the agitation. The country is at a verge of giving up. Two major agitations in the country, Oduduwa Nation and the indigenous people of Biafra. And a sort of oppressive style that he's been using against to deal with these agitations, nothing about was mentioned. You know what? The caucus, they said to him that most probably he should always check the speech given to him before being presented, because look at all of the lies that he read from the speech. But do we think he wasn't aware? He's aware. He knows what was in there. He knows what was in there, because if all of those were lies, he can push them away that no, this is not correct. This is not what is going on in the country. Our country is under attack. This is the same Nigeria that international community have been raising concern for. They've been so concerned that the way the country is going, if something is not done, if something, if serious care is not taken, this country is heading for implosion. This is the same country that Buhari is presenting before the United Nations as though everything is perfect. But who can he deceive? He can't deceive anyone, because the international community sees what goes on. They know what is happening in the country. They see the news. You know, that was why he even put a ban on Twitter, so that his government will not be exposed. But surely, his government will still be exposed, even with these lies that he's put before the United Nations. Well, the House Minority Caucus, they faulted the Boko Haram weekend claim by Buhari, faulted all of his claim, because the speech from the start to the end, they were all lies about the country. Well, my people, let's hear your thoughts. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.